Hello and welcome back to Frostpunk. In our last episode, we did some building. I think we did the bunkhouse upgrades and we built the resource depot, large resource depot, the coal mine, and we have just started building the steam steelworks upgrades and researching the improved heaters. We did quite a bit of scouting last time. I think we did this whole area and we finished up out here to the east. So now we're scouting the rest of the south, and then we've started into the north as well. And let's step it up a little bit on the speed front here. We have 4 sick people, though, which is interesting because we now have houses where they're actually warm. So I'm not sure how that's going to work, or how that is working, I should say. But that could just be because the temperature dropped to minus 40. Scouts have reached the snow-covered supplies. The snow covering the crates is deep, but we're sure there are some valuable supplies buried down there. Precious supplies. Under the snow we uncovered many crates full of supplies. There's no telling who might have left them there. 43 raw food. Ruined warehouse is 13 hours. That's 6, so we're going to go ahead and go straight to the ruined warehouse. And let's resume speed here. Long hours of toil. Sorry, people are worn out. Some of them have been working on extended shifts for days on end. Their effort is taking its toll and they're becoming restless. They deserve a break. I've been expecting this. I think I might have mentioned that I was expecting this in the last episode or two. We're going to go ahead and let them switch back to the regular shifts in order to ease some of the discontent, possibly take care of some of the health issues here, and let the game proceed a little bit. This is our person that we saw off in the distance. He's 3 hours away now. This is almost done. On purpose, I'm only doing one at a time here. We'll do that one next. And these can be done anytime because the automatons work 24/7. So, I forgot. Of course, I forgot about the 4 people that are here who might be able to help do that upgrade now, actually. Improved heaters researched. Okay, so I think it might be time to do mechanical calculators. We don't have the steel. Where are we at with steel? 21 steel. Alright. We'll wait. Shoot. Here's our refugee. New Manchester, a cry for help. Sir, an exhausted man has just reached our city, badly frostbitten and with a harrowing story to tell. He says he's come from a nearby city called New Manchester. It's inhabited mostly by workers and their families, but their resources are running out and they're in trouble. Fearing the coming storm, they sent a scout team to look for help. He's the sole survivor. He begs us to help his people. We must find out more. And then this, saving the messenger. Captain, the man who arrived from New Manchester is in critical condition. If he doesn't get help right away, he'll die. He could be our only chance to learn more about the other city. Let's hope we can save him. And we discovered an expedition camp here. So this will be the next scout we do once we get one of them back from their city. Survivors reach the city. Sir, a group of survivors has reached our city. Well, it's only one. They are tired, they'll need a place to rest, and a bite to eat, and perhaps some medical attention. But they are ready to lend a hand however they can. So, he's in care right now, but we do get to use him as a worker eventually. Did we get our 50 steel yet? No, of course not. Scouts have reached the isolated shelter. Explorer, unexpected bounty. This shelter must have been built for some important person, or a very small group. Whoever was supposed to live here never showed up. The supplies are untouched. Let's go and take the resources of the steam cores and more raw food. And that is the end of the southern scout. I think I will not do this one because that's a day 8 and only 22 to go there, and then we'll come out there afterward. So let's go ahead and head back to the city. Unpause. And hopefully we can get some of this steel replaced. Alright, what do we got going on now? Helping at what cost? Sir, some of our people are restless. They argue that with the storm closing in, we won't be able to succeed in our mission and help New Manchester at the same time. They understand it's a difficult decision, but they want to know what your priority will be when we have to choose. We can say we can't abandon people in need, which will cause discontent to rise. Or we can say that we won't endanger our mission, which will cause hope to fall. Well, I want to help New Manchester, so we have to do this one. Alright, so that's back up and operating. Let's dump these people in here for later. Let's get that 50 steel. We have it now, so let's do that research for mechanical calculators. And that'll just start up in the morning when it's time. Scouts have reached the ruined warehouse. 3 of the 4 walls are still standing, protecting a small stash of snow-covered supplies. Frozen supplies. With moderate effort, we were able to remove the crates containing supplies from under the snow. We'll put them to good use in our city. Wood and food. And the steam lorry. 18 hours to arrive. Okay. That was the 5 o'clock time speed reset. It always catches me. It catches me like every day. And the cold comes, dropping by 2 settings. So we need to kick these on. I'm going to unpause on the slow speed here. We'll kick these on and see if we can heat up as much as possible. I don't need to turn the heat on in the care house. Nobody's living there. We have a gravely ill person. Turn that on. Okay. Let's see what we come up with when it's time. This needs to be turned on. Oh, I forgot about that. I didn't turn that heat back on when I was out there with the, when I sent the workers out there. Alright, let's speed it up a little bit. That's an automaton. That's an automaton. And it's work time. I don't need that on. I need these on. That's about as good as we can do. Heat-wise. I know this is too cold, but I don't need it to be any warmer. I don't want to waste the heat, waste the coal on it. That's too cold per day. Or too cold per hour, I mean. Right? Yeah, too cold per hour. Well, this person, this gravely ill person, that's who is low risk of falling ill, but is ill already. And it's because their homes are cold. So we need to get that house upgrade as soon as possible, which is what we're researching toward now. Although, it's going to get warm again, so we don't really. We just need to suffer through this one day. Mechanical calculators researched, so that opens up the house, but I want to do the house redesign before we build houses, because it'll save us a little bit of steel net-wise. We're not going to build an infirmary, so, yeah. And then, industrial hothouse, we're also not going to build. This one, maybe. But I want to do I want to make them cheaper first, or do I want to make them more efficient first? I think more efficient first. We just won't build any until I get the cheaper ones going. Please report to the sick bay. Person with the sickness. You want me to turn this on? Is that the issue? Maybe. I don't know how, but... Oh, I guess so. Edward Page is going to the care house. Okay. Scouts number 2 have returned to the city with a lot of junk. A lot of junk. So I'm going to wait. Yeah, I should have done that other research first. Or do I care? I'll wait. We make them fast. The automatons. Let's jump out here. I'm going to go ahead and proceed on this this quest line. So we'll head to the expedition camp. This scout, when they're done out here, if this might be the last one or not, I don't know, can head into there and do that one. Alright, let's see. I want to stage out some building for tonight. We need to do another small resource depot here-ish. And then one's here also. Build out a road that way. And a road this way. No gatherable resources for this, so let's build another sawmill out here. Is there a sweet spot out here anywhere? No, so I'm just going to build it wherever. We'll just go right here with it. And then we'll assign this automaton out here. But I'm not going to destroy this because I think there are trees that are just outside of its range here that when we get the range upgrade, we'll be able to capture those trees. Maybe we're going to have to build a infirmary for this person. Oh, this is the worker. This is the guy we rescued. Okay. So I'm not that worried about him then. Scouts have reached the steam lorry. This huge machine used to haul tons of cargo until it broke. We can dismantle it to retrieve some resources. Heavy hauler. The generators are built thanks to steam lorries like this and their ability to haul cargo over the frozen landscape. It's a shame it can't be repaired. Steel and steam cores, and that is it for this. Let's go to the broken automaton site, and then we'll hit up the mountainside cave and then head back in. This is the one that I wanted, and it's the one that took the longest to do. Do we have any more laws that I want to sign? No. No more laws to sign. Get out of there. Oh, scouts are waiting. Expedition camp. The tents in this camp are old and covered in patches. It seems to be deserted. Fallen heroes. We found the bodies of the other New Manchester expedition members. Their supplies were completely insufficient for this weather. That one of them managed to reach our city from here beggars belief. They discovered broken vehicle. 130 wood, and head to the broken vehicle for 12 hours. Turn that on. And the heat is back. Back up to minus 30? Minus 40, okay. So we turn off, no. Turn off this, possibly that. Yep. This one? No. This, possibly this? No. Ish. That. No. This. Yes. This one? Okay. Alright, I guess that's where we're at. This was steel, so this one will be steel, and this one will be wood for later. Let's get some of this research done. Scouts are waiting. At the broken automaton, we'll continue on to the mountainside cave. Automaton integration, so that gives them a 10% boost to their efficiency, which is nice. And then let's do the streamlined ones so that they cost us 20 less wood and steel each. And we have a thing. Please let me click the thing. A note of thanks. Someone has left a note in the care house. It reads, "Thank you. With all the work we have to do, it's so hard for families to properly care for an invalid. Places like this make life a little easier for us all. Hope will rise. I'm glad I could help." He's still living there, and I don't know if we can actually ever get him out or not. Maybe if I built the infirmary, we could get him out. But I don't know if I want to spend the time on that or not. We'll wait and see. He's an extra worker, but we don't really need him either. Scouts have reached the broken vehicle. Some sort of machine buried under the ice. Our best guess is that it's a heavy cargo crawler. Explorer, suicide mission. This vehicle belonged to the members of an expedition from New Manchester. It was clearly too heavy for the ice it rode over. Using it here was pure suicide. Zeiss discovered the observation tower and the damaged snowcat. So we'll save the damaged snowcat because it's not the quest point, and head to the observation tower instead. Scouts have reached the mountainside cave. A short tunnel leads into a vast natural cave complex. It seems to have been used as a warehouse. There are still some supplies here. On the verge of collapse, this cave could collapse at any moment. It's no wonder it hasn't been turned into a permanent shelter. We'll take what we can and leave before we're trapped in here. Or worse. Food and wood. That's nice to have. And let's head on home and drop off our stuff. Did we hit the point yet where... No, pretty close though I think the storm is to the supply trailer. So, if I had gone north here first and then done the south, we still would have been fine, but coming that close to the storm scares me. So, I didn't. No, it's counting 6 because of the one person in there. Alright, well we got some sick people now. Why are they sick? Probably because they're working out there. I think that's the only place we have... Hopefully that's the only place we have workers still. I guess I can tell by... Oh, the scouts have returned to the city with a bunch of stuff and things. Workers, yes. We have engineers all in Zone 1 and Zone 2, with the exception of these guys here. So, that'll definitely be my next thing to do. Yep, there it goes. It just froze over. Okay, so the scouts unit that just returned to the city, I'm going to send them toward the damaged snowcat via this expedition camp, of course. And then let's speed it up here. Scouts have reached the observation tower. This is some kind of temporary observation point. We'll have a better view of what's ahead of us when we get to the top of it. The other city. We can see New Manchester. Many strands of smoke rise and can be seen... Sorry, many strands of smoke rise... That's a misspelling, or miswording. Many strands of smoke can be seen rising from it, which means it's still inhabited. We have to reach them as soon as possible. So I discovered New Manchester and Snowy Hill. So of course we'll head straight into New Manchester first. Get everybody to work. Filling up on steel, that's good. For now. Alright, we've come to the expedition camp, so we'll continue along to the damaged snowcat. I wonder if this was closer. Probably not, because that would be 6, and this is 19. That's probably a good chunk of 19, so it's probably not worth it. Or it's very close, and it's not worth it to fret over. Streamline automatons researched. Okay, so... let's see. Generator power 2 we'll want to do eventually. Heater efficiency would be nice to do, possibly soon. I don't think I want this one. Don't need this. Don't need that. This is the only other one. I think we'll do this one first then. We'll need to do this one too, but yeah. So let's make a couple of these guys then. How about like 1, 2, 3, 4? A couple. Promise fulfilled. You gave your people time to rest, maintaining normal working hours. People feel ready to work hard again. Oh, I don't think we're going to put them back to work on the extended shifts. I don't think we need to. I think we're in a good position now with the automatons. Automaton ready. So let's kick these guys out of here. Put the automaton into there. And then I'll have to figure out what I want these guys to do, though. Also, let's turn that heater off because we don't need it for the automaton. We also reached New Manchester. The city is much bigger than ours, yet it seems far less advanced and more crowded. A dimly glowing generator stands in the middle of a shanty town. There are so many people here. Too many. They look sick, underfed, and most of them don't have a proper roof over their heads. Nothing to save them from the storm. Except us. So we could try to help them, or we can focus on our own survival, which means that we won't help them. Well, you can't get a good outcome in this game without helping them, and I don't know, moral code or whatever you want to call it, ethics, whatever. I want to try to help them. So we're going to try to help them. We're going to send our scouts on to the snowy hill, and the way that we're going to help them later is via this. Actually, we need to wait a minute. Okay, aid for New Manchester. We found New Manchester, but its people are lacking almost everything needed to survive. We can try to help them, but only automatons will be able to carry the supplies across the windswept wasteland to them. If we want to help them survive the storm, first they need construction materials, wood and steel, to build shelters. This is just the beginning. They will need much more, especially food and coal. Okay, so the way we help them is here at the beacon, there's now this new button here. And that allows us to send a relief expedition of 600 each steel and wood, plus an automaton. So once we have the automaton built, actually, and the next one that is, which is about a quarter of the way done, so it'll be built sometime tomorrow.
End of shift. Go rest all who
We'll go ahead and send that first supply caravan that direction. Oh, simultaneous. Damaged snowcat. This used to be a large snowcat. Its steam turbine must have exploded, turning it into a heap of junk. Okay, we got some steel out of that. Bags of resources. We found some supplies inside the wreck. We'll surely find a good use for them. And that's all over here. I think there's more sites over here, but we don't really need 2 scouts for it. So I think they'll be best served sent back home and dealing with them later, or having them just reintegrate into the city. This is a exploration site, so we uncovered the supply depot and the Manchester Dreadnought. Let's go to the nearest supply depot first, I suppose. We don't really need two scouts out there, so I'm gonna go ahead and send the other one back home with the steel that they have. Heater efficiency upgrade researched. We've got cold coming in. I think I should have probably done this before, but I think we should do, when we hit that minus 60 degree day before, but I think we should do the generator power upgrade so that we can use it when the cold comes further. And then we'll get the houses probably next-ish. Or maybe I should do the next tier first. I will decide in a few hours. Okay, the automaton is ready, which means we can go ahead and send this out. So I'm going to get that started. And that automatically goes to New Manchester. We don't have a choice. So we're going to jump back in the city, and this will take a day to get there. Food for New Manchester. With basic shelters secured, the most pressing need is food. Hunger has forced these people to do dire things. May God forgive them. Gather enough food rations and have automatons carry them to Manchester. So now we need to gather 2,000 food rations and send the relief expedition with 2 automatons. In that case, I want to build a food hothouse. We're going to build that right here. Again, taking advantage of that steam hub there. And we have these 9 workers free, so they should start building for us. Although it's only 7 because 2 of them are sick. People oppose you. Sir, the concerned engineers are here again. They argue that sending supplies to New Manchester endangers our mission. We came here ready to give our lives so that the Earth can be reborn. We can't forfeit it all now. Please show us that you understand the importance of our mission. So, we can't let people down in need, which means discontent will rise and hope will fall. Or I won't endanger our mission, which means we'll have to keep at least 6 automatons working in the city. So, the interesting thing here is they're both actually they're both good in as far as New Manchester goes. This one just means we're going to help them regardless of how our city suffers. This one means that we'll help them, but we're not going to let our city suffer. But we're still helping them. So I'm going to use this one because it doesn't cause the discontent and the hope to fall. And we'll have no problem keeping 6 automatons going in our city. We have 8 of them going right now, and I have 2 more on the cook, so we're fine. More than fine. Oh, we have scouts waiting. But I had my glass in my hand and needed to take a drink. Scouts have reached the supply depot. The shack is falling apart, but its contents still have some value to us. A hidden stash. Searching the shack, we found plenty of valuable supplies. Wood and raw food, and the Manchester Dreadnought is next. I think I want to toss a couple of more few people into here. Actually, let's go max them out. I might need another... Let me think here. Hold on. Or let's look, actually. We can store 1,200. Yeah, we need some more... We'll need some more resource depots for the food. And this forces me to offset them a little bit. Maybe I'll put them on this side. Yeah, sure, why not? And then we'll go out to there. And we'll go out all the way. It's just wood. We have plenty. New automaton, and not yet in time for this, but our scouts have returned. And these scouts we're going to disband, because I think if these guys aren't done, there's maybe one more site out here, but I think they're pretty close to being done. So we'll come here, we'll disband this scout unit, and then they can help with the building and the things and the stuffs. Are you... No gatherable. Okay. In that case, we need to pull this automaton out of here. Uh-oh. We need to put down another medical post. And then we might need to staff it for a little while. Generator power research upgraded. Why did it not turn... Oh, we had steam level 2 before. Oops. Okay. Let's go ahead and take the difference engine, but we don't have the wood for it. Shoot. Cancel this. Yeah, we'll cancel one of those. And we'll take the difference engine. Upgrade. And we're down to just a little bit of wood. We didn't need both of those right away anyway. Let's get this done, though. Can assign a free automaton to that. Turn this one off. And assign 5 workers. Oh, not an automaton. Well, I could put an automaton in there. I never actually have done the medical automatons. Just the resource automatons. This seems more efficient to me anyway, because, like, this takes 10 people, or an automaton. Likewise, all of these. Whereas, these take 5 people or an automaton. So, it seems more logical to me to put them where the 10s are, as opposed to where the 5s are. Scouts have reached the Manchester Dreadnought. The machine is enormous, but less advanced than the one we're using. Unrepairable. This dreadnought would have carried hundreds of people. It must have belonged to the citizens of New Manchester. Now it's broken beyond repair. We'll take that, and that is it for scouting. So let's head back home. It's going to take us a day and 3 hours to get there. Or a day and 2 hours and change. We have a lot of stuff that we can contribute back to the city. It's kind of too bad we couldn't have just dropped that wood and steel. Oh, that's not enough, but off at New Manchester. I could put an automaton in the cookhouse too, but that's a 5, so I feel like putting the workers there makes more logical sense. And we're trying to treat our sick here. I could reduce the workers in there, but it's not worth it. So let's turn the heat on a little bit more here. And then let's see how that changes things briefly. Once it gets up to full heat, Full steam, I should say. Boom. And I think I'm okay with these. These probably need to go on. Not sure why that one doesn't.
Get going. Time to earn your bread.
Oh, probably because there's not a action going on there yet. That goes up. That's okay. That's good. This needs to stay on. That's good. That's good. These are all now automatons. No, there's no one there. Automaton. I need to build another sawmill out here, or I need to do the upgrade. And there's another automaton ready to go. Okay, so we have 3 automatons. Let's see if we can build another sawmill. Sawmill? Thank you. Out here someplace? Maybe I build a road first. Like to there. And then we build the sawmill. Right there, matched up-ish. Okay, fine. We'll put it here. And we'll put an automaton in that. We have 2 free. But I do want to send out the next thing once we have enough food. Which is going to be a little bit yet. So in that case, let's build some more junk. I want to build some gathering posts here. And then I want to build some coal thumpers pressed up against them. Like this, kind of. And then we'll build a road from here to here. And this will be for later. But we have 2 automatons not working and 5 engineers not working, so I think it makes sense to do. Otherwise do. Speed it up. Sometimes I can't tell what the sound is for. Oh, that was the first expedition reaching, I think. I think that just disappeared. And I need to build that other resource depot once we have the wood for it. Automaton, get to work. Difference engine is done. We could make the generator more efficient if we had the wood. We could make the heaters better if we had the wood. Additional scalps we don't need. Automaton integration is a very good choice. Coal mining is a really good choice. Probably aren't going to need this. This is what I've been kind of waiting for. And then there's the housing stuff that we need to do. We can't afford any of it, though. So let's get some more wood going here. Really? That one's out already, too? Dang, okay. I definitely need to do that sawmill range thingy, then. Okay, somebody needs to come over here and get to work. I shouldn't have built all this junk, actually. Let's cancel these. And start that research for the sawmill range. So we can keep at least 2 automatons working in sawmills for a little while. But I get for trying to be efficient. Scouts number 2 have returned to the city, and we can disband them as well. So now we have a lot of workers and not much to do with them. There's none of this in range. Let's turn that off. We have lots of sick people. Somebody who's hungry. That's fine for now. Oh, we brought back a lot of stuff. Okay, so let's build that resource depot here. And then we can rebuild those coal thumpers out here. And then once we get... Actually, we could build a sawmill out here also. Okay.
Bundle up. It's getting colder.
Alright, we're gonna go up to steam level 3, I think. It's time, or maybe not. Maybe we don't need it. Let's see if we don't need it first. You and you, actually maybe not you guys. I think actually we might need it. Skip to 8 o'clock.
Move. Time to get to work.
Yeah. No one showed up to work yet. Get to work, people. Okay, come on. Let's get to work so we can do some research here. What are they doing? Are they building this instead of the people who don't have jobs? Yeah. Okay, that was annoying. We just wasted like 2 or 3 hours of research time. I think that gives us enough space. Yeah, that gives us just enough space for this, for these rations. Put that out there.
Time to rest,
We'd have
folks.
easily made that work today, if it weren't for that. Okay. I also just noticed what time it is, so I think it's time to pause. We're almost there with the food, and then we'll be able to send out the next expedition. I already have one of the automatons ready to go, and I could honestly send another one. We have enough workers that I could like take one of the hothouse automatons out, put workers in there, and be good to go. But we're gonna still need to make some more, so maybe it's not a bad idea to also set up some more being made, because we're gonna need more for the New Manchester stuff. But maybe we'll do that when the time comes. We did a lot this time. We finished everything scouting. We've done some support work for New Manchester, and we're building out our sawmilling, and we've prepped some more coal mining out here, and we're dealing with some more severe cold. And then next time we'll hopefully, we might be 1 episode out, we might be 2 episodes out. We'll have to see when the time comes. So thank you all for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.